come. Overnight, a series of coordinated and audacious military strikes have targeted the heart of Iran's most sensitive facilities, escalating a long-simmering shadow war into a direct and explosive confrontation. The repercussions are already being felt across the globe, from the corridors of power in Washington and Moscow to the volatile shipping lanes of the Middle East. What we're witnessing is more than just a regional conflict. It's a critical stress test for international alliances, global energy markets, and the very framework of nuclear non-proliferation. The decisions made in the coming hours and days will have profound and lasting consequences. Tonight, we'll break down the complex layers of this rapidly developing crisis, examining not only the military actions themselves, but the intricate web of diplomacy, threats, and strategic calculations that surround them. From the immediate aftermath in Iran to the ripple effects in Ukraine, Taiwan, and even the world of artificial intelligence, these are stories that demand our full attention. The situation is fluid, the stakes are incredibly high, and understanding what's happening and why it matters has never been more urgent. We'll look at the facts, hear from the key players, and try to make sense of a world on the brink. Let's get started. The United States has confirmed carrying out precision airstrikes on key Iranian nuclear sites at Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, triggering immediate and widespread international reaction. Despite the significant damage, experts believe Iran's nuclear ambitions will persist, deeply woven as they are into the nation's identity and strategic defense posture. The International Atomic Energy Agency is urgently seeking access to the bombed facilities, with inspectors expecting to find catastrophic, widespread damage, particularly at the Fordo site. In a pointed meeting with Iran's foreign minister, Russian President Vladimir Putin has strongly condemned the American strikes, labeling them a dangerous act of aggression. Iran's leadership has issued stern, unambiguous warnings directly to the United States, promising severe retaliation and asserting that they will control the time and place. Adding another layer of complexity, reports indicate that Israel simultaneously struck key Revolutionary Guard sites and the notorious Evin prison compound within Tehran itself. Global energy security is now on high alert, amid fears that Iran could retaliate by attempting to blockade the critical Strait of Hormuz shipping lane. In response to the escalating conflict, the United States State Department has issued a worldwide caution security alert for its citizens traveling or living abroad. Away from the conflict, a new report highlights a widening global gap in artificial intelligence capabilities, as nations aggressively compete for limited high-end compute power. In a significant economic policy shift for the Gulf region, Oman has announced plans to introduce a 5% income tax on its top earners by the year 2028. Experts are closely watching Beijing, speculating on what role, if any, China will play as it weighs its strategic interests and influence in the Iran conflict. Taiwan has sentenced a Chinese national for intentionally damaging vital subsea internet cables, while Beijing's military and political focus on the island remains intense. A U.S. court has struck down part of the EPA's biofuel rule, ruling that the agency failed to properly analyze its impact on endangered species and climate. A landmark moment in aviation history, as a fully electric passenger plane has successfully completed a historic 130-kilometer flight across New York State. And in Ukraine, the grim reality of war continues, with fresh Russian missile and drone attacks reported overnight, resulting in yet more tragic civilian casualties. As we've seen tonight, the world is navigating a moment of extreme tension. The events unfolding in the Middle East are not isolated. They are interconnected with political and economic currents that reach every corner of the globe. From the direct military confrontations to the subtle diplomatic maneuvers and the ongoing conflicts elsewhere, the situation remains incredibly volatile. The path forward is uncertain, and the potential for miscalculation is dangerously high. It is a time for clear-eyed analysis and a commitment to understanding the facts as they emerge on the ground. These stories are not static. They will evolve rapidly in the hours and days ahead. Staying informed is more than just a responsibility. It's a necessity in a world this interconnected and this fragile. The decisions made in response to these crises will define our shared future, and it's vital that we all pay close attention to how they develop. We will continue to track every facet of this story, providing you with the context and analysis you need to make sense of it all. Thank you for joining me tonight. I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and enable notifications so you don't miss any critical updates on these and other important global stories. In times like these, knowledge is our most essential tool. Stay safe and stay informed.